Passing has left a huge void, not just in the entertainment industry, but in the hearts of millions who connected with his work. People who saw themselves in his characters, who felt seen, heard, and moved by his performances. This video is our way of honoring him, of remembering his brilliance, and reflecting on the legacy he leaves behind. Born in Mafeking in 1984, Presley's journey was anything but easy. He didn't come from wealth or privilege. What he had was raw talent, humility, and a hunger to tell real, honest stories. His mother, who worked as a police officer, noticed that spark in him early and enrolled him in drama classes at the Mabana Arts Foundation. That decision was the beginning of something extraordinary. From those early days performing in school plays and Shakespearean dramas, Presley stood out. You could see it even then. He didn't just act, he became the character. He could express volumes with a single look, and that power, that emotional depth, would eventually captivate the world. That moment came in 2005 when Presley starred in Satsi. He played a young gang leader, hardened by the violence and loss of township life, who finds redemption after unintentionally kidnapping a baby. It was gritty, it was emotional, it was real. And Presley, he delivered a performance that shook audiences globally. The film went on to win an Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film, making history, and suddenly, the whole world knew his name. But instead of riding that wave to Hollywood or chasing celebrity status, Presley came home. He focused on telling African stories, stories that mattered to us, stories that reflected our truth. After Tsatsi, he starred in powerful films like State of Violence, Zama Zama, Africa United, A Number, and Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, where he played one of Mandela's fellow prisoners. Each role was different, each character layered. But one thing stayed the same: Presley's ability to pull you into the world of the story, to make you feel like you knew the person he was playing. He also left a massive mark on television, especially with his role as Cobra in The River. And let's be honest, who didn't love Cobra? Thuso Mokoena was loud, unpredictable, and flawed, but also funny, loyal, and deeply human. Presley turned what could have been a side character into a fan favorite. So much so that he got his own spin-off series, Cobrizi. That tells you everything about the kind of presence he had. He could carry a show, no question. But behind the camera, Presley was just as impactful. He wasn't only a performer, he was a mentor, an advocate, and a champion for young talent. He co-founded the Presley Chweneyagae Foundation to help develop aspiring actors, giving opportunities to the next generation of storytellers, especially from under-resourced communities. And that's the part of Presley a lot of people didn't get to see. The quiet leader, the man who would pull young actors aside on set and give them tips, the man who stayed after shoots to rehearse with newcomers, the man who never let fame go to his head. He stayed rooted, stayed real. Then came the news. On May 27th, 2025, we lost him. He passed away from respiratory complications. He was just 40 years old. It still doesn't feel real. When the announcement came out, tributes started pouring in from fans, colleagues, directors, even international actors. Sdumo Mtshali, Presley's friend and co-star in I Number, Josie Gold. The two of them had this undeniable chemistry on screen. As shoes and chili, they brought so much energy and authenticity to the film. But what stood out more was their respect for each other off-screen. Sdumo spoke with so much admiration for Presley. He talked about how much he looked up to him, not just as a performer, but as a man. How he saw him as a big brother in the industry, someone who didn't gatekeep, but opened doors. Someone who never made you feel less than. And I think that's the legacy Presley leaves us with. He showed us that success doesn't have to change you, that you can be great and still be kind, that you can tell stories that matter and still make people laugh, that you can rise but never forget where you come from. He was a voice for the voiceless, a mirror to society, a reminder that redemption is possible, and through every role he took, he reminded us of our shared humanity. Presley Chweneyagae gave us more than performances. He gave us truth. So to Kabzi, we say thank you. Thank you for the stories. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the laughter, the tears, the unforgettable moments. Rest easy, legend. Your light still shines and your legacy will live on in every stage, every screen, and every soul you've touched.